I want to make a video, hopefully a quick video. I get to ranting sometimes. It gets a little longer than I mean them to be, but I'm wanting to do this video for all the people out there that's still thinking flat Earth. Flat Earth. I get it. I mean, you don't trust NASA, you don't trust the government, you don't trust the health care system, you don't trust the educational system. I don't trust none of them. I don't trust a fucking single one of them. But when it comes to the flat Earth theory, I don't know how much research you're doing, but it seems to me like you need to do a little more. Because, I mean, there's plenty of things out there that points to this, not just this Earth, but every planetary body out there being a sphere. And that's how it's all formed. And you're right, don't listen to NASA. I don't believe a fucking word they say. I mean, they've proven enough with all the fake videos they put out that people have pointed out and caught them on all these videos that they're faking, and it's just ridiculous. I mean, why would you fake a video if we have an International Space Station up there? Why would you need to fake a video ever? Why would you need to fake a video of the moon? Why would you need to fake a video of Mars? It makes no fucking sense. Why would you need to tint the fucking planet red just so you can keep calling it the red planet? I mean, that makes no sense. And I don't trust them. I don't trust none of them. Not a bit. But for all of you people out there that really do believe the Earth is flat, there's videos that you can watch. You just need to search for them. There are kids that's in the science projects for their school. I did the same when I was in junior high. My last year of junior high school, I was in the science. It's an after school academic that we did like 2 or 3 times a week after school for an hour or 2 hours. And then at the end of the year, they all meet up. Every school goes and meets up. I believe it's in Charlottesville, Virginia, where we had to go. And we met and had the big science fair thing. Everybody competes, and they give out prizes and all that for the best, first, second, third, and all that. Well, they've done some the experiments with the balloon going up, flying a balloon all the way up, and they go up right to the edge of outer space before they pop. That's where they pop at. I need to do a little more research myself, because I want to know why they pop. I want to know why they don't fly on up. You know, it's things I need to want to learn. Still learning. But when they get up to 99,400 feet, right where they end up popping and then falling back to Earth, you can see plain and clear that there's curvature. And the farther away you get from the planet, the more of that curve you see, until you see the whole ball. So people want to ask all these airplane pilots that goes 35,000, you know, oh yeah, it looks flat to us. Well, you got to go a lot farther than that. Even at the edge of space where they fly the balloons at, it's just a subtle curve to where you can just see it barely going. You're not going to see the whole planet from there. You got to go quite a bit farther. Quite a bit farther. A whole lot farther. But they prove, and if you think these fucking high school kids, junior high school kids, are faking their videos just to keep the agenda of a spherical Earth, you done fell down a rabbit hole that you ain't ever gonna climb out of, no matter what you do. That's a little nuts. Them kids ain't lying. They showing you exactly what they found out with their shit. So, yeah. Go and look some more. Do your research a little better. This earth ain't flat. This earth is not flat. It is a big ball. But everything that's formed in our universe that we know of anyways forms into a ball. Oumuamua was something else. That's not a comet. That's not a fucking asteroid. That was something else. That was a long I don't know what to call it. It's flat. It was a pencil shape. Not quite pencil, but that wasn't a comet. That wasn't a fucking asteroid. And that was something else. And the way it slowed down and sped up, that was really something else. I don't know what to say about it. There's things out there, lots of them, that have been kept from us. And I'm a believer. I'm a believer in a lot of things. And I do my research, that's for sure. When I find something fishy, I dig. And I don't take nobody's word just because they say it. I dig. I find facts for myself. That's why I don't trust government. That's why I don't trust health care. That's why I don't trust our educational system, because that's where they start from. I've been watching videos today about how they've kept Africa and other so-called third world countries poor, and it's all a big fucking scam. They use aid to make it there, to keep them down and to build us up more, and for us to steal their fucking resources and keep them poor. I mean, they don't give a fuck about people, man. Our government don't give a fuck about people. All they care about is their power, their money, their families. I mean, if y'all been watching any of the latest shit with Biden for this past week, it's been a really bad week for Biden. And I don't understand why he ain't already in handcuffs. It don't make no fucking sense. The man's made $50 million in the past few years. I've seen enough to where it's been proven to me that he's a treasonous. He's been selling this country out for nothing more than money in his bank. It makes no sense. If I've seen that, just by all the stuff, I watch a lot of Congress videos, a lot of videos where they're talking in Congress and stuff that they bring up. I dig, man. I dig. I haven't put nothing out. I haven't agreed with all these people talking about flat Earth since the beginning, since I've heard it. I've been laughing about it, thinking it's kind of funny. But there's been a few things they put out that I was like, damn, that's logical and it makes sense. What? So I finally dug and I found what I needed to say, hey, y'all look at these videos of these fucking kids that put these fucking science projects out that they flew it all the way up to 99,400 feet. I mean, it shows. But how is Biden not at least taken out of office yet? If not put in handcuffs? It makes no fucking sense. Am I the only one that feels like if a president is doing something against the country and against the people, then something should be done? Am I the only one that believes that? Does everyone out there think that just because he's in office and president, he's free to do whatever? Just like Trump said, the president of the United States has absolute power. That's what Donald Trump said. A lot of people sad about this shit going on with Donald Trump. And I've gotten to the point with Donald Trump that I believe he is one that could turn shit around real quick for us. But I've known quite a lot about Donald Trump for a long time, and I've seen the shit that he's done, and everything going back as far back as not paying his workers when they did his constructions and shit. And I mean, he's done a lot of dirty, dirty shit, and he should be in jail. That motherfucker should be in jail. Ain't no question. Now, I do believe if they made him president again, he'd go straight over to Russia and walk right up to Putin. You know, he'd walk right up to him, shake his hand. He'd go straight to North Korea and walk right up to... Oh, I don't even want to say that fucker's name. I couldn't think of it for a minute, but I don't want to say it. Kim Jong-un, Kim Jong-il. That son of a bitch. That's what I like calling. He'd walk right up to him. He'd go down. He'd go there. Yeah. He'd go there. And he'd, you know, get shit squared away pretty quick. But he'd also make sure that all the taxpayers are paying his bill for his plane to fly him everywhere he wants to go, and put an extra quite a few 100,000 to a couple million more in his bank account. That would come out of the taxpayers' money. It did when he was president the first time. I think Donald Trump knows a lot of shit that he just ain't telling. I mean, he ought to. If he's really as good as he's trying to act like he is, he should let it all be known. His uncle is the one that took all of Nikola Tesla's research when Nikola Tesla died. His uncle is the one that went and got all that research. You don't think Donald Trump has a little knowledge of all the technologies that they have and all these skunk works? You don't think he has a little knowledge? I think he knows quite a bit. But he ain't fucking letting all the information out that he ought to. He's just letting enough out to keep y'all, keep it dangling in front of your face. Keep it dangling. Let me get you a vote. Let me get you a vote. Well, when it comes to the votes, I believe Donald Trump won last election too. Anyway, I don't think nobody voted for Biden, or at least not enough. And it was proven in the last, day. Biden was so far behind, but yet in the last day, 93 million votes, and it was 90-some% went to Biden. Just enough to where he barely won, but yet he was so far behind, millions of votes behind, and he pulled it off in that last day, just miraculously got 90-some% of the votes, and 93 million votes in the last day. Wow, that's pretty fucking amazing if you ask me. I'm pretty sure Donald Trump won that last election. But that's not who's in the office. And I don't know. I don't believe the Democrats are going to be dumb enough to put Biden in the next election anyway, if they ain't locked him up. Man, if they don't lock him up, I don't know. I'd like to get the fuck out of here, to tell you the truth. I'd like to fucking... I wish they would put me on a plane and send me to Africa. I'd go down there and live out the rest of my life. Australia, Africa, anywhere away from all the bastards that's really running things, you know. That would be Switzerland and Britain and United States, you know. That would be all these places where all these people are. I get it why people are so hard on the white people now, because they look at all these white people that's running the world and making the big decisions. They're all white people. That's why it comes down. But it's not the white people. You know, race isn't even an issue. If y'all do your research, you'll see. You've been different races and different lives over and over and over again. It's not an issue. It really ain't. But it comes down to class. What class are you in? Are you in the same class I'm in? Because my class, we're the ones that get shit on. Pretty bad. Pretty bad. I did a lot to come up. I did pretty good for a while, but then I got crippled, and now I'm 14 months behind on rent. My electricity's off. This little LED light that I got on, I got an extension cord coming in from outside, hooked in to outside. I got 2 fans and 2 LED lights. Other than that, all I do is charge my phones. That's all I run. I'm screwed pretty good. I'm in a shit class. I get shit on. Hell, I've done 19 years of my life locked up for basically nothing, while Bill Clinton and Bill Gates and it was just big name, a lot of names of people, Epstein's Island, you know. And they've done a lot, some heinous shit. But not only are they walking around free, but rich. People are giving money to Clinton charity still. And that charity don't go to nothing but his pocket, her pocket. Who cares? Something needs to be done about Biden, man. Somebody needs to fucking do something about Biden now. I don't understand how they've got all this proof against him, but yet he's still able to be in that office. So-called calling the shots for all of us. You sending over $117 billion into this Ukraine war. That's a United States war. That's a Britain war. That's a UN. That's a UN war. That's Putin's trying to fucking keep his people from being overrun by these fuckers that's running UK and United States. He's just trying to keep his people from being overrun from these fuckers, man. And I don't blame him. I can't blame him. I mean, he shouldn't have went destroying all the people that he has, which I don't think he's destroyed. I believe a lot of the shit they've done in Ukraine is Z. I believe he's the one that's been, because he's gotten rich. That fucker's gotten rich, boy. He come up. He got what? You know what he was before? He was a fucking actor and a comedian. He was, and not a good one, not either one, but either way, from there to now, multi-millionaire, maybe even close to billion by now. I don't know. I haven't heard nothing about his bank records. But anyway, like I said, I always get to going off on shit. I got too much knowledge, man. I got too much knowledge. Since I was 20, I've been wanting knowledge so bad. And while I was locked up, it was all books. And boy, did I study in books. Big time. And now I got internet. That fucking internet. Oh. Only videos I ever watch is motherfuckers in 3-piece suits giving talks or having conversations. And I watch a lot of science. I watch a lot of... here lately I've been on the kick because I do believe it's coming. Our power's going to be shut. Our internet's going to be off. I do believe we're going to have to find ways to make clean water for ourselves. And be able to do food. Rice, if you keep it dry and in a good place, it'll last 25 to 30 years. Don't worry about the expiration date. There ain't no 10-month expiration date, 2 year. It can last 25 to 30 years. I'm putting mine, I bought the big 20-pound bags, and I got these jars, a bunch of jars. When I was growing up, my grandma always canned shit, tomatoes and just everything. She loved to can. And I learned how. It's not hard, but you don't need to do that with rice and these other things I'm about to name off. All you need to do is put it in a can, put it in a jar, tighten it down tight, put it in a good place, and keep it dry. It'll stay good 25, 30 fucking years. But if you really want to can it, Put the can in a pot. Put your pot on the stove. Put your jars down in it. Let them heat up. All right. Once they get pretty hot, take them out. Fill it up with what you're gonna fill it out, and then cap them. As the jar cools, it takes the air. The air is expanded. I'm fairly sure this is how it works. Don't take my word for it, but I'm fairly sure that the air inside, thanks to the heat, is like expanded. And then when you cap it, and ain't no more air in or out. And then when it cools, and got the air is basically, there's not much air in it, or if any at all, and it'll stay good longer if you do it like that. My grandma used to can every fucking thing, man. We had so many jars of shit. Jars, not cans, jars. You know what I mean? We called it canning, but it's masonry jars that you put the shit in. And let's see, rice 25-30 years. All right, sugar lasts 25-30 years, if not forever, if you keep it right. Keep it in a place where it's dry and you know, 25-30 years. Dry beans, make sure they're dry, never wetted, never done anything with. 25-30 years, easy. If you put them in the jars, like I'm telling you, they'll probably last a lot longer than 25 or 30 years, but they last a long time. Vinegar is very important too. People don't realize this. There's a lot of people that ends up with diabetes. You don't have to end up with diabetes. You could eat all the fucking sugar you possibly want, as long as you eat enough vinegar and olive oil. Put enough vinegar and olive oil in your body. You will never have to worry about diabetes. Since I was a little kid, I'd take a sugar bowl and eat sugar straight out of sugar bowl. My whole life, always. And now I drink my coffee with 4 spoons of sugar. I eat my oatmeal with shit, man. I put 4 big gobs of fucking brown sugar in my oatmeal. I put extra sugar in my cereal if I eat cereal, which I don't anymore. I've learned a lot about cereal. Cereal's not good for you. If you eat cereal, which I still do, I eat shredded wheat and I eat Raisin Bran. Other than that, I'm not eating no fucking Fruit Loops. I'm not eating no Cheerios. I'm not eating none of that shit. Do your research, you'll find out. But I ate a lot of sugar. My whole point is I ate a lot of sugar. But my whole life, thank you, Granny, I eat vinegar. I put vinegar in I eat a lot of like greens, collard greens, turnip greens, and I like it with vinegar. Vinegar will put a cap on that fucking sugar. Sugar won't have no effect if you just eat enough vinegar, drink enough vinegar. I like vinegar, so good for me. But if you don't like vinegar, well, if you like sugar enough, you'll take a little vinegar, just a little vinegar, and it don't take that much. You could probably take a shot per day if you just fucking want to hold your nose and take it down. You could probably take a shot or half a shot per day and take it down. You'll never have to worry about diabetes. But these are just a few things that I've learned over my research, and what I suggest to anybody out there that might want to listen to my ramblings, learn now how to get water, how to make your water clean without no store-bought bullshit, without having to go buy store-bought water, but actually go to a river or a creek and get water out of it and be able to drink it, which it ain't hard, and it can be done quite easily. Learn how to do that. I got my electrical certification, and now I'm finding out that it's all been lies too. All that's been lies. It's the fucking way that electricity works is not the way I was taught in my classes that I took to get my certification. I'm finding out, whoa, they were completely wrong, but still, it's basically, it works if you think of it the way that I was taught, but it don't exactly work that way. But anyhow, I come up with an idea while I was dealing with the electricity and stuff, because when I was into that and getting my certification, I was all about it, man. I was learning that shit. Oh, I was loving it because I was learning something, and I love to learn. So I come up with ideas of how you could make something that would keep generating power and not have to plug into no fucking power lines or nothing. And I'll be damned if I didn't find a video just last night of a guy making the exact same thing that I thought up back in the day, and it works. It works. You can make a power thing, big box, that'll run. He hooked up a water pump and a computer and a drill and a circle saw cutter and one other thing. He had 5 things hooked up to it, and all of them running full throttle. And once you start it, it'll never cut off unless you flip the switch or unplug it. You unplug it from itself. It's plugged in. It's in a box. He makes it into a box. Which the way he made it, man, professional job. That dude, if I was him, I'd be selling them for $1,500 to $2,000 a piece. It probably cost him about $200 to make it. Maybe a little more, maybe a little less. But he could sell them easily for $2,000. People would buy them. Once you start it, it will not shut off. It's plugged in. It's got an electric motor on it, and it's plugged into itself. Now, if you unplug that motor from itself, it'll cut off, or you can flip the switch. It cuts it off, and it'll cut off. But once you make sure it's plugged back in and you crank it, and it'll start back up, it'll never, ever, ever stop. It'll keep producing power forever, unless something in the motor goes bad. But it's basically the same idea that I'd had that thought myself. I thought about car alternators. Car alternators is basically a power producing little motor, but the car alternators, I believe that they're made to only last for so long. They're made to go bad, so that's not a good one to use. He made it with an electric motor of a much better kind, and he had made a hell of a nice job. If you find that video, you can find it. It's pretty awesome. I wish I had me a machine shop. I'd start making them. Well, I'm lazy as fuck. I wouldn't want to make them as a business unless I get somebody else doing it and then just fucking pay them. I'm just lazy as fuck. I'm lazy. And I'm also crippled, so I got an excuse now. Hopefully I'll get my disability here soon and be able to work on that until the power goes off. Anybody who's watched any of the anybody who's into stuff like what's that? Nostradamus. There's a lady named Baba Vaga. They say it like Yaga, but it's spelled with a V. But anyway, Baba Yaga made a prediction for 2023 that we was going to have a solar tsunami that kills all the power. It's going to kill the internet. It's going to kill all of it. We're going to be powerless. It wouldn't kill this machine if you made that machine. If you had one, it wouldn't make it. It wouldn't be free of EMP unless it was unplugged. If it was unplugged, EMP wouldn't do nothing to it. But as soon as that circuit is complete and an EMP happens, it would override. It would overload it just like everything else. I don't know if it would kill the motor or not. If it didn't, then you could just crank it back up. But if it killed the motor, you'd have to have a new motor put on it. But either way, you could work a way that put an EMP protection device on it. I mean, they have them everywhere. You could put one of them on it, Never have to worry. Never have to worry. But that's what I've been into. Water is a big thing. That's a really big thing. Food that's gonna you be able to keep for a long period of time. These are big things that we should be worried about right now. Everybody sees what the kind of times that we're living in, and y'all might want to think about it. And I watch this one guy all the time, and all these motherfuckers, man, they love to put out advertisements. I guess they're just getting paid now from advertisements. You ain't no better than all these other motherfuckers. It's been the shit they've been doing all this time just for money. You're a money whore. I can't blame them. I mean, the world runs on money, and I got no money. I wish I had money. But it just pisses me off when I'm trying to watch somebody's video and learning something good, and all of a sudden they kick into, look at this. Oh, buy this. This is really needed. And this one guy that I really like to watch, he's put some good stuff out. He's always throwing this survival food up in your face. And it's a 3-month supply for $600, $597. Oh, it's such a good deal. Great, goodly muggly. Well, I'll tell you what, buddy. If you watch my videos, let me tell you. I bought me a 20-pound bag of rice at the store. I don't want to say what store. I bought me a 20-pound bag of rice at the store, and I got me a 40-pound bag of sugar, and I got you can can meats. Meats will last long times if you can them. I mean long times. But anyway, I spent $250, and I got enough food probably to last me at least 3 or 4 years. And you're talking about 3 months of food for $600. Oh, it's such a good deal. Man, these people get on my nerves, man. They get on my nerves real bad with all this craziness. Trying to make money, man. Just trying to make a quick dollar. Trying to make a quick dollar. This world needs to change, and I'm hoping it's changed. I'm hoping that this reset's going to make it change. I've watched a lot of videos lately of people with their prophetic dreams of the end times and all the crazy famine and cannibalism and all kinds of crazy shit. People killing people just to kill people and all this craziness. And I hope y'all are smart enough to sit back and really ponder where these dreams are coming from, because if you think about it hard, real hard, it's up to you when all this shit breaks off, whether or not you help your fellow man or whether or not you try to eat them. You know what I mean? It's up to you. Pretty sure that I'm still going to be me. I like to help people. I have for a long time. When I see somebody fall, I go help pick them up. When I see somebody get hurt, I don't go laughing at them. I go see how hurt they are and what I can do to help them. I've been like that all my life. So, yeah. Pretty sure I'm not going to go cannibal just for me to survive. Of course, I know what comes after, so I ain't too pressed about dying in this body. I've been ready for a long time and kind of wanting it, you know. Still am. I'm ready. I'm ready to get the fuck out of here. Let y'all deal with the cannibalism and the nuclear fallout and the Yellowstone caldera blowing, blocking out the sun for 2 or 3 years. The alien invasions. Oh, the alien invasions. Oh, gosh. Well, y'all need, anyone who believes in their alien invasion, y'all need to look up Bluebeam. Y'all need to look up Bluebeam pretty quick. Y'all should really look up Bluebeam. Because I'm going to tell you now, if there was aliens that wanted to fucking do that, they could have done it a lot easier a long time ago. They could do it pretty easy right now if they wanted, you know, but they've been around as long as I know that they have. They could have done this a long time ago. There's no alien invasion, brother. These are the people that's wanting to keep power, wanting to keep being the rich, and the ones that cause the shots, and they know they're got no other way. They're running out of options. What are they going to do? How long have they had free energy, 0 point energy? They've had it for a long time. I mean, a long time. Tesla had it. Tesla was trying to put it out, but no, they couldn't put a meter on it. They couldn't put a meter on that, so they put it deep underground and made sure nobody knew about it. And all these people that's come out with technologies over the years, what's happened with them? Either they got paid off and made to sign a do not a keep your mouth shut order, or they was killed off, murdered off, their technology stolen so that nobody else could get it. And the ones that tried to go get patents on their fucking shit, that was their stupidity. They should have fucking just put it out there for the people. If they would have, the world wouldn't be where we're at right now. If they would have put it out there as soon as they made it, quick, in a hurry for everybody, they couldn't have stopped that. They couldn't have stopped everybody. They couldn't have went and killed everybody back then. They could now, probably. I mean, they're flying around in anti-gravity machines and saying, oh, look at the alien. Ain't no fucking alien. There was one video where a fucking dude got seen on outside of one of them. Door was open. Had his fucking hat flipped up in the front. Dude in the car rolled up on him. He was like, oh shit. He run back in it real quick and took off. It was a man. It was a human. That was a long time ago that happened. But it's been a long time that they've had this shit. It's been a long time they've had this technology, and they've been keeping it secret and killing people to make sure that it stayed secret. And now they're going to use that to make this alien invasion so that everybody wants to fucking keep them. Oh, please save us, please. We need your help. We need you to save us. Well, do your research. Find out what comes after this life. When you find that out, you ain't gonna be all that you ain't gonna be as pressed what you think to be looking at them to be your savior. You're gonna find out real quick. You don't have no superior. There is no superior over you. You are the man. You are the woman. You are the one. You. Nobody is you don't need a savior. You do not need a savior. Please stop looking at these sons of bitches that do all these evil ass things like they are your savior, because they are not your savior. They do what they do to keep power over you. But flat earthers, this is what the whole video was meant for. Like I say, I get off on all kinds of rants. Flat earthers, look at the fucking experiments, the science clubs that these kids flew balloons all the way up. You can see the fucking earth for yourself, man. It's a big ball. It's a great big giant ball. Everything that's out there forms into a ball. Everything moves in a circular and forward motion and waves like this. Everything from the atom to the galaxies. Probably the universe itself is doing that, because I do believe in a multiverse. It's not the only universe out there. There's many of them. There's many dimensions. But no matter where it's at, where you're at, everything moves. And spirals going up and in waves. Everything. Plants grow that way. Record it. Speed it up to where you see it grow fast. You'll see it. As it's growing like this. Our galaxy is spinning. It's got arms, and we're going forward, and we're flying up, and we're doing the same. Everything. Every atom in your body is doing the exact same thing as it grows Everything. That's how it all works. And while it's forming and doing the spirals and doing the, it's all turning and it forms into a big sphere. Yeah, big sphere. This is everything. Everything out there. Just a big old sphere. That's what the earth is, buddy. You think them kids are lying. You think they're faking videos just to fool you. Oh no, they're fooling us, telling us it's a big sphere. The earth is flat. I've been thinking for a long time, as soon as I heard that, y'all motherfuckers just crazy shit. But I gotta admit, y'all put some stuff out there that really made me go, wow, that's some logical thinking. The shit that they've come up with is pretty logical, and maybe, but no. Do your research before you make up your mind on anything. I don't care what it is. Go look at the facts. Go look up facts, because there's so many facts out there. I mean, if you just gonna sit and listen to somebody say whatever they say and just jump right on their bandwagon, well, I guess you're exactly what you ought to be. But for me, when I question something, I got to know 100% what it is that I'm talking about, learning about. I got to know. And I'm not happy until I find facts. Something that has definite proof that it's not. Like I say, I get it, man. I've seen a lot of their fake ass video. Why do they fake all them videos? I don't trust them. I don't trust NASA for shit. I don't trust our government for shit. I don't trust the education system, the healthcare system. Shit, I've healed my cancers on my own. If I could have healed my legs on my own, I would have. But the only time you'll ever see me go to a hospital is if it's for trauma. Any trauma. I don't give a fuck if I come down with brain cancer and have a stroke. Fuck that. I still ain't going to the doctors. I don't trust them. They're just going to give you something that's going to make you feel a little better, but it's going to cause you something else somewhere else, so they can have you come back later and treat that too. It's all a big money racket to them. They don't give a fuck about you. I get it. I don't trust them for shit. But when it comes to something like this, I mean, do your research, man. There's plenty of facts out there for you to find. Plenty. But anyway, this 43-minute video that should have been 6 minutes. Do your research, people. It's time for us to wake up and make a change. And I'm telling you some good shit, and I know this. If you don't believe me, go look at near-death experiences. Go look at all the kids that remembers past lives. Go look at all the stuff that they have found when people have these experiences with DMT. Go look at spirituality shit and find facts for yourself. This is not the be-all, end-all. This little material existence that we are living right now is very short. It means, I don't want to say it don't mean shit, because it's got meaning to it. That's why we're here. But this is nothing, dude, compared to the overall. And when we leave this body, we go home. We go on. There is a hierarchy. There is a hierarchy when you go too. Numerology is real. It's real shit. 1 through 9. It's like school. It's like we're in school right now, and this world is just a school. And there's a hierarchy when we get up there. And yes, there are beings up there that there's a lot of them that you look at these videos of people that's had near-death experiences. They died and they were Muslim, or I don't like saying Muslim, I say Islamic, because Muslim, if you look at it, it means they follow one that follows God. And so it's not a religion. Muslim is not a religion. All right. Muslim means one that follows God. Islam is the religion that everybody likes to call Muslim, but it's not Muslim. It's you're Islamic, but they died at being Islamic and then had an experience where they actually saw and spoke with Jesus. So yeah, I don't believe his name is Jesus. I believe it's a lot older than that. I don't even want to say Yeshua because I believe he's older than having that name. It's probably a name we couldn't even pronounce if we wanted to, because he's very old, ancient. I'm ancient. I'm a light path 11. I'm ancient. This is way back. So his name's probably something we couldn't even pronounce with our tongue. It was the way we speak. Couldn't even probably pronounce it. But just like he told one person, he said, if that's what you call me, that's fine. You can call me Jesus. But yeah, this guy went and met with him and come back. He said, yeah, I'm not Islamic no more. I don't believe in Islam. He said, I follow Jesus. But most all of them come back and they say, I don't follow any religion anymore. I'm spiritual. I believe in the spirit. I believe in we go on from here, and I know what's after this. And it's all our religions they have truth, but there's a lot of bull in them too. So you got to be careful, because it's not all true. It's a lot of truth to it, but then they put in their twist because most of it was for them to control. So we'll look to them. Oh, here's money that I need to give to the church for you to what? Go buy you a Mercedes? A lot of them do that. Take your money you give to God on Sunday and go buy them a Mercedes. But look at near-death experiences. Do your research. You'll find out when we leave this body, we go on. And there's a hierarchy up there too. So we're here to evolve our souls and to get higher up. To get higher up on that hierarchy. To be better. That's what we're here for. So do your research on that. And then once you do and you start finding out the truth of all this stuff, you're going to see it's not that detrimental. Yeah, I don't want to see death and stuff going on here neither, and the warring that's going on, and it sucks. But when we leave here, we go on, and you're gonna be relieved when you get out of this body, because once you get out of this body, you can stretch, and boy, do we stretch, big time. But anyway, flat earthers, do a little more research, man, because I hate to tell you you're wrong, but you're wrong. You know what I mean? And anybody else out there that wants to jump on a bandwagon without doing the research first, I truly recommend that you do more research before you make your belief system, because there's too many facts out there for you to find that's going to tell you truth. You don't have to listen to all these fuckers lying. You know how many people I've run into and tried to tell knowledge that I've learned, and if it's not in this book, I don't believe it. This book's what I go by. It's got to be in this book. You know who that book was written by? Go ahead and give your money to the Pope. Go ahead and take that fucking body on your tongue and the blood, drink it. Go ahead, buddy. Go. It's in that book, right? Yeah. Believe in that book. Do your research. Alright. I'll do another video in a couple days. Probably talking all the same shit. Anyway. This channel is mostly for my kids, great grandkids, and anybody that wants to know me. After I'm dead and gone, they can look at these videos and know who their grandpa, great grandpa, who their ancestor was. And yeah, I put this on to go with my. Somebody left me a comment on how they like my. I'm a super ego, man. I'm an ego motherfucker. I'm an ego maniac. I've always had this style. And I mean, I'm the artist that done most of my tattoo work. Painting on this now. I'm hoping to get more detail. I want to detail the what do you call it? Sand. I can't even think of the name of that damn thing now. It's got time. I can't even think of the name of it. Anyway, it's got a moon and a sun. It's gonna have. I'm gonna put some symbols in the spiral coming out. I'm gonna put some symbols in it. I don't know what yet. I did made some symbols on my God stick. That's my tire thumper. But I put some symbols in here. I'm probably gonna put some of these symbols in there. That's Thuriaz. That's a Nordic rune. That's Thuriaz. One of the last ones. It's Thor. This is the symbol. It's got the circle in the side of a triangle and around a square. This is you. This is God. This is everything. This is the universe, basically. Right here. This is everything. Right there. And of course the cross, which is a very ancient symbol. People don't realize this. That symbol right there is ancient. This symbol is way older than, it goes back into a lot farther back than we know or realize about time. I mean, it goes back long way back. Well, then you got the pentagram or the pinnacle, whichever you want to call it, but that represents man. That represents the 5 aspects of everything. And then you got the Ankh, which is ancient Egyptian cross, which they use that to make like a tuning fork. You could ping it and it would be just like a tuning fork, and it would make frequency that would do stuff. No bullshit. And there's another rune, that's Ansus, that's Odin, that's God, that's the A. So you got the A and the Thuriaz, which is the sun, which is God, which is Thor, which is. But I've got other symbols too, lots of other symbols, plenty of them. Symbols is what we use to represent shit, knowledge that we know. So I love symbols. Symbols is awesome. I'm gonna put some symbols in that spiral and try to get that I still can't think of the name of it. It's got the sand in it. You flip it up and the sand goes down. Does whatever time. But I want to make it look better. I want to make it try to really shine. My style means a lot to me. I did all that right there. That's a dragon skull. There's a pentagram. There's it's like 2 aliens fucking. A snake eating my arm. I did all that. This is my shit. I tattoo. Badass. I drew this. The dude pissing on the cop. He done knocked the cop out and he's pissing on the cop. I drew that and put it on. I couldn't finish it because I couldn't get back here too good. That's a dude with a mohawk. pissing on his head after he done knocked his ass out. I drew this. It's the third tattoo I ever did in my life. That represents the United States, and this was when I was 22 years old. You see the bald eagle wearing a tuxedo. He was wearing his fucking business suit, boy. That's America. Yep. I did that one too. Did that one myself too. That one was a hard one to do. Get me cross-eyed trying to get it. My style means a lot to me. I'm a big ego motherfucker, man. I'm a big ego. Got a super ego. But I love y'all. And do your research. Find the facts for yourself, man. You will find truth if you seek. Have a good one.